Rule of thirds, motherfucker. Alright. What's up, guys? Zog here. Zerky Zog Nation. All that kind of shit, man. So I haven't uploaded in, I think 2 years at this point. Which is kind of funny, because, to be perfectly frank, this is probably, the one creative project of mine that I've had, success on, throughout my entire life. And a lot of you are probably wondering, why I left. I had a good thing going. I was getting bands, I was getting racks, all that kind of shit. In all honesty, I was just kind of getting fed up with it. I was making a video on that whole, paracynical drama that happened. I don't even know how the fuck anything ended up at this point. I don't really give a shit. But I was just kind of sitting there. I was looking at it, and then I was playing it back, and it just kind of occurred to me, why do I care? And that kind of led me to questioning everything about the channel and all this kind of stuff. Because in reality, if you take it at the bigger picture, all of this stuff does not matter. I know my audience, it's a bunch of teenage dudes, mostly in their room, that kind of stuff. I think my actual, subscriber gender ratio is 99-1 or some stupid shit like that. So this goes out to all my fellas out there, alright? I used to be in your position. I used to live in this fucking abode, 24/7. I wasn't really doing much. I was just on the internet. I was so engrossed in my computer that became my life. Commentary was the world of discussion. That was all I was taking in. I wasn't really watching movies. I wasn't really reading books. I wasn't going outside. And after I took that break, I started taking everything a little bit more seriously. I lost a good 50 pounds with steady dieting, cardio, that kind of stuff. I went outside more. I got an actual in-person job. And in that time, I've looked back on this channel and looked back on that entire commentary community. It's a little sad. I'm friends with a lot of the people, or I used to be friends with a lot of the people on here, and they're all genuinely good individuals. I've never really had a bad experience with any of them. But the entire community, the entire way it functions is just based on this over moral policing, where everyone needs to get a video out on something, on anything. And that leads to some people making videos on shit that does not matter. They start drama, they do all this kind of stuff. And this is all fairly, the typical criticism of these channels, but there's no change in it. Anyone can make videos on iMalix or whatever the fuck, they could be he did this, they did that, whatever. But it's not going to fundamentally change in the end. The content's not going to somehow become better unless you pivot out of it entirely. The community itself is going to maintain these very toxic relations within itself. It's not going to do anything. Nothing's going to fundamentally change. And it's still going to end up being this just kind of messed up place. And I don't want to be a part of that. The world is a very beautiful place when you go and you look at it. There's a bunch of people you can meet in person. A lot of these people are very nice. They're very welcoming. You get to learn a lot about yourself and the entire world around you just by interacting with it. The internet, while being a microcosm of relations with people, you can meet you could talk to 20 people from all around the world on the internet. And when everyone came up with this system, they're oh my god, this is going to change the world. But it just ended up being a micro, this petri dish of all the worst impulses humanity has to offer. So I'm just here to say, if you're engrossed in commentary, if you're engrossed in the commentary community like I was, just take a step back and just think about everything. Just take a step back and just kind of look at how it functions, how you interact with it, and just question, is this making my life better? You're not going to learn anything by talking with people on the internet. Everyone operates on such a different level of values on a different level of like speaking, that you're not gonna get anything off of it at the end of the day. You're gonna be trained in the wrong way to talk to people, and it's just gonna fuck you up so hard when you realize you don't want to be part of this anymore and you go back into the real world. And then you just don't know how to talk to anyone. You fall back, and then you're back at square one, you know? It's not a good thing. It really isn't. So like I said, just go outside once in a while. Strike up a conversation with someone new in person. You know, it could be at your school, at like a coffee shop. Just do something new every day. Don't stay in your room. Don't keep performing the same mindless routine that you do. Just try something new and just discover kind of everything. Because nothing's going to change the way things are now unless you take the leap. This channel, by the way, it's not coming back. It's dead.